Get ready to enter the Thrive Time Show.
He be the Z and I be the C. Teaching business skills from Clay to Z. We both grew up poor, but we're poor no more. The goal of this show is to help you score. I couldn't see the light until my son could see, but I learned to rock the mic in the high school scene. A young DJ with a $1 billion dream, numb to the pain that rejection brings. So I, like a sod farmer, sweated for that green. Now I'm on your radio with a thank you and please. Share this podcast with a friend and enemy. Now let's talk some business from Clay to Z.
It's a Thrive Time Show on the radio.
It is the Thrive Time Show on your radio. My name is Clay Clark. I'm the former USSBA Entrepreneur of the Year, sent here on a mission to get you into a great financial position. And so many of you have taken the time to invest in yourself, to email us at info@thrivetimeshow.com. Literally over the last 4 years, thousands of people have taken the time to ask us questions. And what we're going to be doing for at least the next 30 days, but I think it might be for the next forever because we're getting so many questions, is answering your questions. We're calling this segment, Ask Us Anything from Clay to Z. Now, Dr. Robert Zellner, my partner, is typically here with us on each broadcast and each podcast download, but he's out expanding his vast entrepreneurial empire, so he'll be here in a few episodes. But the question we have today is hot from one of our listeners, Chip. This is we get to ask this question a lot.
I'm excited about this.
Could you read us the question, my friend?
All right. What should my morning routine look like if I want to build a multi-million-dollar business?
Okay, here we go.
So let's get into this. I know this is a passion topic of yours, Clay.
Yep.
Morning routines.
Here is the notable quotable that you need to get, and then I'm going to give you the specifics of my day. And then we're going to have Chup and Paul Hood and Devin Willer explain to us kind of how that relates to actual application in the real life. How do you do it? Jack Welch, the former CEO of GE, who grew the company by 4,000% during his tenure, he says, control your destiny or someone else will. Oh. Control your own destiny or someone else will. So what I do is every single day, I do what Steve Jobs instructed me to do when he gave a talk. When Steve Jobs gave a talk, a Stanford commencement address, the word commencement means begin. And when he gave that address, he gave that to me and to you. He gave it to the world. And he says here, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. So today I did wake up and I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I want to make sure you understand the profundity of that. I'm supposed to be doing this show. I don't want to do anything else because this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So at 3 o'clock, I wake up and I create a business plan for my day. I literally just write out, these are the things I need to get done today. And with a calendar in front of me, I use Google Calendars. I put into the schedule what I'm going to do. I put it in the schedule, and all the guys have seen that schedule. At 3:40, I leave to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't ask myself if I want to go to the gym. I don't care about how I feel. I just go. I don't care about how you, the listener, feel or how I feel. I care about how you're doing with your life. I care about the results you get, not about how you feel. Okay? I don't care about how I feel. I get in the car at 3:40 every single time. If I was thinking out loud, I would say, why am I doing this? Is it worth it? At 5:10, I return from the gym. Then from 5:10 to 5:30, I refine my plan I made for the day to make sure that I didn't forget something. And every single day, when I come back an hour later, I missed something every single time. Then I take a shower while listening to TD Jakes. I listen to TD Jakes every single day because every day I need to be forgiven by the grace of God for the bad things I did yesterday, and I need to be equipped with the mindset of grace so I don't want to kill somebody the first time something goes wrong in the office. From 5:40 to 6, I drive to work while listening to TD Jakes, and I call into the office to talk to John about burning fires. At 5:50, I call Shelby, the radio show producer, to do a check-in to make sure that I didn't screw anything up. And when he tells me that I did, sorry, Shelby, I fix that. Because he's the radio show producer, he audits our show to make sure the quality is where it needs to be. At 6 o'clock, or 6:05, I hop into my coach's meeting, and then every single hour of my day is scheduled. And then I go to bed at 9 p.m. because Benjamin Franklin once wrote to you and me. He said, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Now you know how I plan out my day. Devin, where do most people get off? Where do most people they go, okay, I heard that. I get the principles. schedule your day, put in, make a plan, work the plan. But where do most people get off?
I think it's easy to make the plan. Making the plan's not hard.
Make the plan.
Make the plan. It's the execution where the wheels kind of fall off. A lot of people will set up their day. They'll even take the time to schedule out. Oh, I need to do it. I need to drop the kids off at daycare, or I need to go drop off the dry cleaners. Anything like that. They'll put that in their schedule, but then it's the actual execution.
Chup, why does it get off? Why? I mean, Devin said it gets off, but why?
One other thing I see, that kind of couples with what Devin is talking about is that you've got to get yourself into the habit of executing your plan, and then you have to do it over and over and over. Everybody with me? And over and over. So you have to be very, very consistent with that. And then when you're doing this, you have to schedule this meta time into your day. Okay, and by meta time I mean time beyond the burning fires of the day.
Yes.
Like Clay, you said you do this, and then you actually come back and refine that plan because you know that you've missed something.
I'm going to share with you something that's, for me, been a character flaw in my life, and I'd like to get Paul Hood to break it down to see if his financial clients have ever run into this issue. I have found in every single area of my life, I have to have accountability. If I do not have accountability, I won't do well. So for me, it was having a mentor in my life. When I was a self-employed person starting DJ Connection, I never made cold calls. I never did what I was supposed to do. I was very lethargic, very lazy, until I had the maturity to realize I needed a mentor in my life that could hold me accountable. And that's why I reached out to people like Clifton Talbert, who introduced the Stairmaster to the marketplace. Bill Shofty, the great guy who built HRH Insurance with his team. They sold that thing for $2 billion. Before I met Dr. Zellner, I had to have accountability. Once I had accountability, baby, it was on. And in my life, I have a pastor. I have a guy in my life who's a pastor. I talk to him every week, and I bring up stuff where I'm like, hey, man, I got a question about this. And every week. And in my marriage, I talk to my wife about it every week. And in accounting, I have to look at my accounting every week. My wife happens to be the accountability there. I just find that in fitness, my personal trainer, I cannot get anything done without accountability. I am a complete moron and a complete idiot without accountability. So I have built a system, and you guys have seen the org chart in the office where it says God, Z, then me. I always have had to have accountability. And for me, just accepting that I did and having a coach in my life is what's made all the difference.
It's huge.
Paul, in the financial world or in business, do you feel like everyone needs a coach or an accountability partner?
Absolutely. Clay, we were built by God to have accountability. The Bible itself is a writing of accountability of how to have a successful life. Do this, and this is what happens. And I really think, at hoodcpas.com, what we try to do is we try to guide and inspire our clients towards financial and business success. And the way we do that is holding them accountable. And people tend to, like you opened this segment, people tend to allow their schedule to dictate what they do instead of controlling their schedule. They get up and they just allow things to happen. Don't allow things to happen. Be deliberate. And take control of your life.
I want to jump in here. I got another Chuppism. I'm just full of them.
Chuppism.
Here we go. All right. You have the ability. You just need accountability. Okay? So have faith in yourself.
True.
You know what you need to do, just like Clay was saying.
Yes.
He knows all the things he needs to do. He has the ability to do it, but he just needs that accountability in his life. So be a grown-up. Be an adult. See that in yourself and seek out that accountability because nobody's going to do it for you.
I would argue that most people would rather, and I've said this a lot, I say it at our conferences. I've said it in the Thrive book. I've actually made a cartoon about it. More people will yell at you while you're driving down the road and alert you that you have a gas cap that's open.
Yes.
Then will stop and tell you you're going the wrong way with your life.
Right.
People will honk their horns and say, "Meow, meow," and they're yelling at you, "Hey man, your gas cap is open. Oh my God." I mean, gas is like $2.50 a gallon, $2 a gallon. If it evaporates, you know what happens? You're out $20. Oh my God, I gotta show you guys. And I pull over thinking my hair's on fire. I think I'm going to die. I'm going, my body might be on fire. Oh no. I pull over, I get out, I look, and some guys, your gas cap's open. Get your gas cap. Get it. Oh. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never heard a man scream like that. I get in my car, like, I'm so glad I avoided that crisis. But you could get a tattoo on your face and show up to work late 7 days in a row and move in with a hooker, and no one would say anything to you about it. They're like, well, it's okay.
Just be nice.
It's
Just
okay.
be nice to people.
So if
Clay.
somebody wants accountability or they want to learn how to start a successful company, Chup, how do they do it? Where's the ultimate workshop?
It's at our office. The Thrive Time Show headquarters, okay? And we have one coming up February 16th and 17th.
We were out of chairs, so we bought more chairs.
We bought 100 more chairs, so we need some butts in those seats, okay? And if you want, they're normally $99 to get those tickets, but if you want to come for free, we're going to actually give you two $99 tickets for free if you will search for the Thrive Time Show, open it up in iTunes or Stitcher, subscribe to that bad boy, and then rate and review us. So search, subscribe, look for Thrive Time Show, rate and review, screenshot, and email to info@thrivetimeshow.com, the proof with your phone number.
And for anybody out there, if your life is going in the wrong direction, don't worry about it. Put your gas cap in over. I swear to God, you got to pull over as soon as possible. Shut the gas tank. Now it is the Thrive Time Show on your radio. Catch the broadcast on the podcast download if you got a business.